10-1, 5 knockouts. And as people say, our record is not what it looks like. We're a much better fight than that, so they'll get their chance to prove it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to acknowledge some of our VIPs at ringside.
So it's a good night. These people came out. They braved the snow. That's some real fans, Steve.
Exactly.
And there is Amy Hayes, our ring announcer, who is featured. She has a profile in the March 2002 edition of Playboy magazine. They did a story on her.
1964 Cy Young Award winner and former Minnesota Twin All-Star.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Joe Casamayor in there. Dean Chance, former Minnesota Twins pitching great. Bonsante and Soto are ready for their matchup, and here's how they shape up on the tail of the tape with Bonsante, 5'9". Look at the knockout record for him. The reach the same. They're identical in terms of the numbers, Steve.
Yes, they are. This is evenly matched.
For Soto, a little bit of extra motivation as he turns 41 today. It's his birthday.
Wow.
So you get that present of a victory if all things go well. The other thing is you have to work on your birthday.
Exactly. And that may be the hardest thing.
But like we said, Bonsante also from Minnesota, and he'll have a big hometown support here. Soto lost in his last fight to Fitzroy Vanderpool, a technical loss in 5 rounds. He fights a lot of ranked opponents. And Fitzroy Vanderpool is known as one of the better fighters in his division. So Soto has to wait a little bit. Kind of gets you mad if you're in there for a while, the other guy's not there, huh?
Yeah, you get a little frustrated. You just got to keep warming up, exactly what he's doing.
Well, Gustavo Soto, the birthday boy, is getting ready for action. We'll be back with more in a moment. For Gustavo Soto against Anthony Bonsante. Soto is certainly ready. He's in the ring. He's been there for a little while. And Anthony Bonsante is on his way down the elevator. We were told that he was clearing up some last-minute things with his physical.
Yeah, playing a waiting game a little bit.
It affects different fighters different ways. Sometimes the waiting game can make you nervous. Sometimes give you a little chance to warm up. But Gustavo Soto has shadow boxed for half a fight now.
Yeah, he has. We'll see what he has left once the bell rings.
He's won every round, too.
Yeah.
Jimmy Montoya in the corner of Gustavo Soto. Soto from Culiacan, Mexico. This is the type of treatment you get on the road. This doesn't happen in your home area.
No, it doesn't.
And now Bonsante is on his way down. You almost feel like if you're Soto saying, okay, you're here, I want to go for a second, I want to leave.
Yeah.
Let you wait. It's funny, Steve, in a lot of big fight negotiations, who enters the ring first becomes a sticking point in some big fights.
Yes, it does.
It's like a status thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 10 rounds in the super middleweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 167.5 pounds with a record of 7-10-1. 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout from Culiacan, Mexico, Gustavo Soto. And his opponent, to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 167.5 pounds with a record of 17 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout from Shakopee, Minnesota, Anthony Bonsante. And your referee and man in charge will be Mark Nelson.
Bring him in here. Gentlemen, you've already received your instructions in the dressing room. 10 rounds. Give me a good, hard, clean fight and protect yourself at all times. Obey the bell. Good luck.
Fighters retreat to their corners. Bonsante and Soto. And we are underway. Anthony Bonsante in the black trunks. Gustavo Soto in the multicolor. Soto, as we said, has a birthday today. He's 31 years old. Bonsante trying to get his jab going.
He looks real relaxed in there.
Soto's had a lot of time to go over a strategy in the ring before the fight. He went right to action. Bonsante would like to use his jab as a key tool.
On his toes, using the jab.
A hook by Bonsante coming up a little short. Now if you're Soto, don't you jump on this?
Yeah, you're supposed to jump on it. Both guys just butted heads.
So right by Bonsante to the body. Leaping shot by Bonsante, a right hand. And a body shot. Bonsante has often been the guy going against the fighter with more publicity and the fighter being built up a little bit more. And this would have been the same case in this one with Tony Ayala as his opponent, but that fight did not materialize. So Bonsante gets to enjoy being the draw for a change.
Yes, that's correct. And he's looking good out there, using his left jab and controlling the action.
Some shots here by Bonsante, able to get his combinations working. Body shot by Soto. Bonsante showing some quick feet, able to get out of that corner. Soto with a body shot. Let's see if he gets more on that throughout this fight. It was effective as we come to the end of the opening round.
Back leg.
Oh, Bonsante was leaning in and he caught Soto going back. Soto was able to get closer to him though at the end of the round.
Yes, he was. He forged it in with body shots with his chin down.
Anthony Bonsante, 17-3-2, 9 KOs versus Gustavo Soto, 7-10-1, 5 knockouts. We're at the River Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. This is Dave Fontempo along with IBF Junior Lightweight Champion Steve Forbes. You are watching High Definition Boxing on HDNet. Bonsante looks very comfortable now and settled in with his jab.
Yeah, he has a beautiful jab. Up and down with the jab.
Interesting thing about Soto as he backs off. In the business, they refer to him as a Mexican fighter. There's no ethnical group generalized as much as Mexican fighters. There's something about them, about body shots. Something about tough, durable guys who come to fight with body shots. And I guess because scouting reports are not too available, they say he's a Mexican fighter. Tough, hombre, body shot guy.
That'll apply a lot of pressure, and they steal that from the late, great Julio Chavez. He was a great fighter. Left hook to the body.
So based on that, does Soto resemble that stereotype so far, or does he look a little timid on the inside?
Well, he just landed a good left hook to the body just right then, but he's taking his time, it looks to me like.
Bonsante with a hook just after the break. And the fans starting to get vocal here. The rougher it gets, the better they like it. And it helps them get warmed up for Matt Vanda. Good body shot here by Soto. He's finding his range now with that left hook, and he's going to it a lot.
He's trying to apply a lot of pressure.
And Soto firing some wide hooks, but he had more on them than his earlier shots.
Bonsante has to step to the right or to the left. He can't go straight back.
Wild shot over the top, missing by Soto. Well, the left hook has been good for Soto, but that will open up the uppercut for Bonsante. So let's see who lands the big shots first. Get in
tight. You got one arm free. Pump those shots in. This guy's got shot in the middle. What do you want? Take your time. Plenty of time. The wrong three coming up. Real deep.
When he loses his balance, Tony, pick him up.
Yeah, you got to pick him up fast. And then right uppercut inside. Right with the little.
Este tira. Ponte cuando estás adentro, baja las manos. Mi madre a trabajar. Suelte las manos. No seas huevón, quieres ser campeón. Póngale ganas. No está tirando golpe, Gustavo. No está tirando golpe, Gustavo. Agua no necesitas. No está tirando golpe. No necesitas ni madre de agua. Suelte las manos. Esto es campeonato. Está viendo tu familia. Póngale ganas, pues. Cállate, un defensa.
Round number 3.
We start third round action between Anthony Bonsante and Gustavo Soto. 10 rounds in the super middleweight division. Bonsante has been using his jab well, setting it up. Soto becoming braver with his left hook to the body in the last round. And between rounds, Bonsante was told to get inside more and use his hook. What do you think of that advice?
Yes, he's real good with the left hook. He has to use it off the double jab though. He can't lunge in because he can get exposed to a left hook himself.
So that wasn't mentioned in the corner. They said to get inside, but the double jab would have been a good way to do it for him. Another good thing about a jab, especially a double one, as Bonsante comes in with a huge uppercut, scores nicely. If you have your fast hands going, you can stop the other guy and make him reload.
Exactly. You shoot your punches and then stop, and he has to reset.
Soto with a jab and then a right hand upstairs. And then the heads coming together for good measure. So Soto is leading with his hook and then firing a looping right hand. He warned about getting the hands up. Bonsante has a mission this round. He has really been looking for that left hook to the body.
Yes, he's putting his punches together very well. Starting with the jab.
And we see a jab from Soto and a right hand behind it just missed. Soto had a good idea. He's opening up more in combinations as Bonsante ties him up. Good right hand by Bonsante. Put his shots together nicely.
And when you throw your punches straight like Bonsante's doing, it's very effective.
Gets the most power on them as he backs Soto up, and an uppercut just missed as Soto lands a hook. We talked about that last round. Bonsante wants to fire the uppercut. Soto wants to fire the hook. A good story about this could be who gets theirs in more effectively, and that time it had been Soto.
Yes, Bonsante is real effective when he throws good straight punches like these right hands that we're watching.
So it's a more energized Soto, but Bonsante was more effective in round 3 too.
Snappier. Don't waste the jab.
Look at Bonsante coming in. His corner said go for that hook. He did that, and it set up that beautiful uppercut. And he kept on with the uppercut.
Bonsante's on the ropes. He has to get off the ropes.
And he did. Even in the replay, he heard you.
Yeah.
Baje la mano. Hombre, vamos. Hey, las costillas están libres cuando te amarras. Pegue las costillas, compa. No te dejes.
What do you think about the cornerman who give you that slap in the face before you go out there?
Sometimes you need that to wake up.
We go to round 4 of Anthony Bonsante and Gustavo Soto. Scheduled for 10 in the super middleweight division. I'm Dave Bontempo, along with IBF Junior Lightweight Champion Steve Forbes. We're coming to you from the River Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. You're watching HDNet, the first all high-definition national broadcast network. And there is nothing like the clarity on this type of TV. Soto looking for the body. Bonsante trying to go up top. Good uppercut by Soto. Good uppercut there by Bonsante. He tries it again, and a hook by Soto. Terrific action here. Oh, the uppercut again. A stoppage in the play. A warning for Bonsante. Very untimely, right in the middle of action.
And the fans didn't like that.
Referee was a little slow getting there, and then by the time he made his call, the action had heated up. He was in a tough spot. Nice right hand by Bonsante.
And those are beautiful shots to watch. Lead right hands.
And they're even more beautiful if you're going against a lefty. It's a good punch against that style. Just as Soto was fighting with enhanced attitude, Bonsante came back and was able to cut that off. That was a key exchange for Bonsante.
Yes, it was. He just got nailed with the right uppercut, too.
But this should get real interesting because Soto is now carrying himself like he belongs in this fight.
He's really making Bonsante work.
Now Soto with the tie-up. It's one thing to tie up after you're punching, as a low shot here wasn't called, so Bonsante very quickly rebounded. He rebounded because it was not called, and that was some good reflex action by Bonsante.
Got to protect yourself at all times.
It's one thing, you know you've been hit low, you expect the call. A lot of guys, though, Steve, when they don't get the call, they stop fighting.
Yes,
he didn't.
No, he kept his hands up and he did something about it.
To the end of a entertaining round. Low blows, referee intervention, back and forth action.
You get time to pull those pumps up? Put some tape on it? Was that low? No, it was borderline.
Watch the action in here as a hook by Bonsante. Good uppercuts.
Double uppercut coming up.
He's got Soto trapped, and Soto just wants to fire to the body. Then the tie-up and an uppercut. Watch Soto. Soto's low. Bonsante figures he'll get the call. He goes down. Often the referee will give you 5 minutes. He's down. He looks over. No call. Great sense of adjustment there by Bonsante, because if he went to one knee, it would have been a knockdown.
Yeah, they could have easily called that a knockdown if he would have went to one knee.
So some good reflexes by Bonsante, who did it while in pain. As we start round 5, scheduled for 10 in the super middleweight division. Anthony Bonsante in the black trunks. Gustavo Soto in the white with the multicolored trim. Coming to you from the River Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Dave Bontempo and Steve Forbes. Glad you're with us in an entertaining battle.
This fight is definitely picking up.
That could be a knockdown, and it will not be. But the glove of Soto touched the ground. And the fans letting their feelings be known. Technically, if your glove hits the ground, it's a knockdown, and that was very close.
Yes, if your glove hits the ground and you get hit with the punch, it's a knockdown.
Body shots here by Soto. Good right hand, and Bonsante comes back at him. You know what? You do not have to have a fight for a particular title or a particular championship. If guys are well matched, the fans will be entertained. And that's what you have here.
Great night of boxing.
Right hand by Bonsante. Soto trying to work his way inside. He did it with the shoulder. He did it with his head coming in.
Soto's applying a lot of pressure now.
And Bonsante has to answer. Right hand by Soto. And a headlock by Bonsante, and you'll see the referee getting more active in breaking these guys apart as fatigue is playing in. Final minute of the round. Good action. The post guys over there. Big hook by Bonsante. And then they were just broken. Bonsante scored in a big way.
Good action-packed fight.
Huge shots here by Bonsante. Soto to the body, and then a hook. So Bonsante with the best
Punch out.
action in this round as far as his individual punches. As we come up on the halfway point. Let's take a look and see where these gloves are. Very close to a knockdown. Late flurry coming on.
Really mixing it up inside.
Steve, did you think his glove hit the ground?
I thought that was a knockdown.
I thought it was too. It was a grazing touch, but a touch is a touch. Anthony Bonsante set for the second half of this fight against Gustavo Soto, super middleweights. And they are embroiled in a back and forth battle. Bonsante had a clear early edge, then Soto found the mark with his body shots, and now he's brought the best out of Bonsante. How would you be seeing this through 5 rounds, Steve?
Well, I have Bonsante ahead, but Soto is very picking his spots very well. He's picking up the pace and he's trying very hard. But Bonsante is dictating with the jab and the flurries.
Uppercuts by Soto, but not as much on them as earlier. As the good body work that both fighters have done will have some kind of an effect as we move along.
The perfect way to stop a guy from coming forward is to use the left jab.
And double up on him. Now what happens if you're tired? These guys have hit a little bit of a wall. What do you do if fatigue starts to set in and you've got a ways to go?
You got to use the feints. Feints, walk away, turn side to side, and use the left jab. Because it's not a very hard punch.
There's 2 schools of thoughts about, do you go inside and hold on to save energy, or do you go outside where you won't get hit?
It'd probably be best to use the outside boxing, because inside you can get hit with anything, and if you're fatigued, it will show.
The uppercut came from a distance there by Bonsante. When you start to see a guy fire an uppercut from a long way out, your eyes have to get bigger. It's a good chance for you. What's a good strategy to make a guy pay for that?
When a guy throws good right hand. When a guy throws a big uppercut, first thing comes in my mind, Buster Douglas, Evander Holyfield. Counter with a right hand.
And that was a one-punch knockout. It's brought Evander Holyfield the title.
Good right hand.
So Soto with a nice right hand.
Soto's picking his spots.
He gets another one in behind the jab. Good right hand by Bonsante. So these guys take turns with bursts of energy, and Soto backs off and he takes a big hook. He's in trouble. Here comes Bonsante. Soto took a huge hook. On top of being tired, and the heads came together. That did not look accidental. How will they look at this? Is it a warning or a point? They'll have to tell everybody if it's a point. It's a warning. That headbutt did not look accidental.
Bonsante will have to stay composed.
Boy, there were some fireworks at the end of that round. Some lobbying as Jimmy Montoya tries to work the referee over for the next call.
Mira, este pleito está fácil. Tiene que sacar derecha, una, dos. Pero adentro los pinches guantes le entra. Y el pinche gancho al hígado se acabó. Pero te gana.
Bonsante was coming on late. There was a nice hook, and he had Soto in trouble. Right after that, the heads were coming together. And then we had the chin of Bonsante on Soto. So he was trying to work for some leverage, and referee puts a stop to it.
Yeah, he was trying to get the guy off of him. But you got to stay within the rules.
Seventh round action, or at least barely on the outside of that. If you're going to get away with something, it's usually a borderline shot. It's never anything blatant. Anthony Bonsante, 17-3-2, 9 KOs. Gustavo Soto, 7-10-1, 5 knockouts. Median power in both of these guys, at best. And as we've seen in other fights, and we've talked about, Steve, that makes each guy a little braver in the power department.
Yes, because you take more chances when you don't throw your inside with a big puncher.
Soto working, fires the right hand, and Bonsante answers with a right uppercut. When you're on the road, as Soto is, you try to stay in it and hope to steal it late.
Exactly, and that's what he's trying to do, put a lot of pressure. Very, very good match fight.
Good body work on the inside by both, and Bonsante able to win that exchange. Then a hook.
Bonsante's sitting down on his punches a lot more.
These guys have brought a lot of heart into this.
And Soto won't stop coming forward.
Well, we talked about the prototypical Mexican fighter, and that's another aspect. The good body shots, pressing all the time. It's amazing. It's a term used with great respect in the boxing world. Uppercut by Bonsante.
Both guys are throwing punches with bad intentions.
How bad will those intentions be as we come down the stretch and they have to battle the stamina? Then it's determination. Hook by Soto, tying up by Bonsante, and they are separated. Soto right back. You have to like the fact that the guy went right back on top of Bonsante. Some guys will take a break from the referee and milk it for a while.
I believe he thinks that's the only way he can win. He has to put so much pressure on Bonsante and hopefully wear him down.
So round 7 rapidly becoming history.
Put it together, you're fine. But you start getting sloppy and getting crazy and losing your temper, you can't do that. Now put it together smart. You box smart. Move sideways, go back up straight. Get that jab going. Don't wait too long. Snap it in there. Stick some snap on it. Pitch that ball. I won't push the brake.
Que lo quiero pisar la quebrada.
¿Eh?
Mira, que te olvide eso. Gracias, mira. Gustavo, este rato está fácil. Cuando vengas, no te muevas, párate bien. 1, 2. Y te vas a ligar. ¿Sí o no? ¿Me lo va a hacer?
Lo voy a hacer eso.
Bueno, Gustavo, pero no, mira, le da chance de tener.
3 rounds to go for Anthony Bonsante and Gustavo Soto. A battle that comes down to will at this point.
That's it. Both guys have given everything.
And they've taken turns negating each other's style. We've seen body work from both. They're both at about the same level in terms of their punching. So there's opportunity for both guys. It really comes down to who wants it a little bit more.
Bonsante using the jab very effectively right now.
Well, it's a nice staple for him if he can stay outside. Good right to the body. You could make the fight easy for yourself. Drives corner men nuts when their fighter has the option of throwing a jab and does it well in the gym and then goes out in the ring and doesn't use the jab.
Yes, I've been guilty of that 1 or 2 times.
But I think less than most because all fighters have had to deal with that in some regard. Remember Arturo Gatti, classical example of that. Every fight the corners say, you know what, he's going to jab. He's going to jab, going to be controlled. Come out, bombs away right away. It just doesn't translate. There's a good right to the body by Bonsante. And a hook on top.
And he's keeping good distance on his punches, Bonsante is.
And when he does that, he can make Soto come to him and gamble.
And be able to counter punch, exactly.
If this guy is going to come to you and you know that, stay outside, pop the jab, and you can move. But it's easy from the corner. Inside is a different story. Body shots by Bonsante. And this is one of those rounds where it's been slower as these guys getting a little tired, starting to miss a little bit. And it should be interesting to see how Bonsante handles rounds 9 and 10. Good guy's never been out of the 8-round range.
Bonsante trying to pick it up in these last few seconds.
So the seconds tick away in round 8. And Anthony Bonsante is about to go to a place he's never been before. Round 9.
You gotta box like that. You gotta box smart. You got 2 more now. Suck it up. Breathe deep. Suck it up. I don't want you getting ragged. You go these 2. You can do it easy. Suck it up now. Fight smart out there. Short right uppercut, step off to the side.
Soto was coming on in that round, and a good hook by Bonsante. Not as much on it as in previous rounds as the tiring factor sets in.
I think that was just a scoring punch.
Cállame los huevos.
Más
Si
pedo,
me hacen
Gustavo.
así, ¿por qué?
We're getting ready for round 9. Anthony Bonsante has had a slew of 8-round fights. So now he steps it up. Gustavo Soto has been 12, 11, 12 again. He's got 1 victory at the 12-round level.
And this is exactly what he's banking on. Taking this guy into deep water and drowning him.
Question is, does he have him near the point of going under yet? You've got to do a good job in those 8 rounds. How do you see it through 8 rounds?
It's real hard to score this fight, but I have Bonsante ahead, being very effective with the left jab.
And there's a right hand by Bonsante behind that jab. Bonsante with a long-distance uppercut, but he did not have to pay for it because Soto did not counter. And there's a corkscrew-like left hook.
He spun all the way around.
They're the kind that look good from the top row. You get to see the full pirouette and everything. Anthony Bonsante has been in the Midwest circuit as he scores with a left hook.
Looked like Soto may be a little hurt.
That left hook did hurt Soto. Bonsante's won his last 2 fights. He lost to Tucker Pudwell back in June of 2001.
Good body count.
Pair of blue-collar fighters bringing their craft in here and just trying to bring it from their gut. Right hand by Bonsante.
Landing clubbing right hands.
He wants to measure Soto. It has a look like he wants to step it up some more. Good hook behind the right hand and then a leaping hook. He just about jumped out of his shoes to fire that leaping hook. But when you see an opening and you want it so bad and you almost jump out of your skin.
Yeah, you put everything on those shots. Overexcited.
Soto tying up, Bonsante working. And as it goes along, he is asserting himself more and more.
These little popping shots are doing a lot of damage.
Bonsante getting a break too. He's holding behind the head and hitting and not getting called on it.
He's been doing that all night.
And he hasn't been warned about it very often. So Bonsante puts the finishing touches on a good 9th round.
Quiero que lo tires todo ahora, todo. No me tengo fuerte.
Bonsante giving you some flair in that round, way over the top with that left hand. Almost screwed himself into the canvas. And then he had a wild left hook in there as well. Right hand. He had the look in his eyes. He wanted to turn it up a notch.
He's throwing those right hands like Larry Holmes.
That's hard to duplicate. And then there was the one hook where he just about leaped to get there. I see it, I see it, I see it.
Prince Hamed.
That's a natural punch for Hamed. So they'll touch it up. Anthony Bonsante, Shakopee, Minnesota. 17-3-2, 9 KOs. He's fought in the North Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota circuit. Looks like a guy who's very comfortable fighting at this level.
Been a great night of action so far.
We've seen Emmanuel Augustus with a thundering knockout over Jesus Santiago. And we see a distance fight here with Bonsante able to keep himself going well in this Midwest circuit. Wild uppercut.
Bonsante seems real relaxed for a guy in his first 10-round fight.
Well, so many people will tell you, yeah, you know, I trained for more, I could have fought more, and I never had the chance. He's handling rounds 9 and 10 pretty well from the stamina standpoint. Again, he holds behind the head, and it is Soto who gets warned. Bad break for Soto. The reason he's got his head near Bonsante is that he's being held behind the head. Continue to work away, and then they are separated by referee Danny Nelson, who is not Nicolas Cage, even though he may look like it a little bit. That's a resemblance. Bonsante trying to pick it up. He wants it. He would love to go out in a flourish. Soto tying him up.
Looks like the referee got hit right there.
Danny Nelson did get rocked. And he's back on top of it. A lot of tying up, and they're just going to, they may just grunt and sweat their way to the finish, unless these guys get room to operate. So the final seconds tick off. And Anthony Bonsante has no problem leaving this one in the hands of the judges. He had a good second half in this fight. And now they embrace some sportsmanship.
And that's what it's all about.
Well, Bonsante did enough to please the crowd. Hey, when it's your people, even though they're behind you, there still is some pressure. You have to have a higher standard to perform at.
Exactly. Pretty good action-packed fight.
Give the edge to Bonsante.
Yes.
Soto had some moments, but the second half of the fight couldn't really seem to put it all together.
Bonsante made the adjustments and did what he had to do to win.
What's the best adjustment you think he made?
Using the jab and straight punches.
And going to the outside and using it a little bit.
Yep.
Bonsante outside. We're just talking about that. Then their heads come together. It's very gritty on the inside. Leaning down on him, watch. And then Soto got warned.
Watch these little pot shots right in there. Right there.
He found some room. He stepped back a little bit. And that helped him.
Got his distance in.
There's Bonsante thinking he won his third straight bout. But you've got to hate it the longer it goes, as far as the decision making here.
Yes.
Soto hoping he won over some people. A few people chanted his name, he went with it. And he certainly fought well on his trip up here from Mexico.
Gained a few fans here.
And for Soto, only his third fight in the United States. Fourth fight. He won once in Nevada and was beaten twice in California. When the fighters do this a couple times, they're saying, let's bring that decision on. And we're ready for the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Jan Goodman scores the bout 99-91. Judge Jerry Lagarde scores the bout 99-91. And finally, Judge Henry Harper scores the bout 97-93, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Anthony Bonsante.
Well, on the scorecards, it looked like a walk in the park for Anthony Bonsante. He becomes 18-3, 2 draws, 9 knockouts, and you'd venture to say the second half of the fight he owned.
Yes, he took full control.
Do you agree with 99-91 or 97-93? Closer to how you had it.
I would say 97-93.
A little closer to that myself. But a big win on this card for Anthony Bonsante. We've got our main event when we come back.